Hey everyone, it's Will from PowerTraders.com. Today guys, we're doing our weekly analysis on the US indices. So let's jump ahead. We're currently looking at the S&P 500 futures. Let's see here. So since September 3rd, that's its last all-time high, we are now down roughly about 6% on the S&P 500. What's interesting here that I'd like to point out is so far we're holding this level here at roughly around 4,295. You can see here we have 4 daily candles closing right at this support level here, as you guys can see here, as indicated by this red line. So far we're holding, as you guys can see here. Now we're trying to come back up. Of course, as you guys know, I've always said that this level here, let me change the color here so you guys can see this better, but pretty much this, let's see here, let's go with black. This black line here, as I've always said, has been a critical major support level. So we want to see price coming back up above this level. We want to see it close, at least, you know, daily would be nice, but if we close this week above this level here, that would be great. And if you look closely, we've attempted a few times this candle here, this candle here. Pretty much, you know, the past 5 days we've been trying to come, we're basically trying to close above this major support level, which so far we've failed. But let's see guys, we've held the downside, we've also held the upside. So right now we're kind of stuck in this range here, right? For the past roughly around the past 5 days, we're stuck in this range here. If you look at the VIX, it's still quite elevated. It's come down a decent amount, but nevertheless guys, definitely the two levels to keep an eye on is the black line and the red line, right? Just to recap, we have to hold the red line support level here, and we also have to break above this black line here above 4,365 for us to see basically kind of like a bounce and you know, a potential recovery. All right, let's look at the NASDAQ. So as I said last week, you want to keep a close eye on this this support level here, and as indicated in black, let me make that a bit bigger. And of course we had a breakout. We had multiple days where we're, you know, kind of consolidating at this support level, and of course on Monday we had a pretty nasty sell-off, a clear breakout. However, today we're coming back up, and just like the S&P, let's see if we can close above this level today, and more importantly, see if we could close above this level here by the end of this week. All right, let's look at Dow Jones. So Dow Jones seems to be holding this support level here at roughly around 33,620. We're coming back up a bit, but the good news is we've held this level, right, which has been support level in the past, as you guys can see here. So nothing too much on the Dow Jones. You know, it's still kind of consolidating in this range here, right? And it's been doing this since May. All right, let's look at the Russell 2000. So just like the Dow, actually the Russell is probably the most, you know, in terms of price action, it's the most different, I would say, because, you know, we saw that the NASDAQ had a breakout, the S&P testing also, well, pretty much had a bearish breakout also, but the Russell, one, we didn't come back down to test the major support level here during the sell-off, and two, we're kind of back dead right in the middle of this range here, right? We're dead right in the middle. So let's see what happens. ARKK, so we had a breakout on ARKK, you guys can see here at 113, and so far now we're down here to test this support level here. Let's see if it holds, guys. This is quite an important key support level, because if you look at back in November, this was the level where we found well, we basically went straight to the moon, right? So this is a key level here, so let's see if it holds. If it doesn't hold, then obviously we could come back down to this level here, corresponding with this move right here. All right, so let's look at the economic calendar. All right, quite a few things happening this week. We got, I think, PMI. Yep, we got PMI on Tuesday, which is today. Came out positive. Great. Non-farm employment, crude oil data. Of course, we got our initial jobless claim on Thursday. And look at Friday. Friday is quite action-packed. You guys can see here we got, hourly wages, non-farm payrolls, and of course, unemployment for September. So quite a bit of economic data coming out. Let's see what happens. As I mentioned earlier, both the S&P and the NASDAQ trading at a critical level, and both of them are trying to come back up above this key level here. As you can see here for the S&P, that level is 4,365. We want to see price close, at least by the end of this week, close above that level. And for the NASDAQ, yes, we did have a really decisive breakout here, right? But for the NASDAQ, for us to see a rebound, we want to see price close above this black line here, which is around 14,710. If we fail to come to close back above this black line here by the end of this week, then I think it's very possible we could get rejected and maybe potentially more downside here. To come down and test these levels here corresponding with these price action here, right? We haven't come back down to this range down here in a while for the NASDAQ, and to be honest, I hope it does, because I think that would be a great buying opportunity coming back down here. And honestly, that's not that much when you look at it. If say we come down to this level here, that's about a 12% decline. If we come all the way down, say roughly around here, that's roughly around 14% decline. Nothing too crazy, but definitely an interesting opportunity to buy if it does come back down to those levels, in my opinion. All right, anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Just a quick analysis and basically, where is price trading at, some key levels to look out for. Pretty exciting week, I think. The VIX is still quite elevated. Quite a few economic data coming out. And of course, as I just showed you guys, a lot of indices are trading close to some interesting levels. So let's see what happens in this coming week. Thanks for watching, guys. Please give it a thumbs up.